Hello Senior 2, how are you all? Today I'll talk about the elements blocks of the periodic table. The periodic table consists of S block, P block, D block and F block. First one, S block. They are placed in the left hand of the table. They contain the elements whose outermost occupy the S sublevels, and they consist of two groups where N is the number of energy level. In case of S in group 1A, so the electronic configuration ends with an S1. 2A, so the electronic configuration ends with an S2. Number 2, P elements block. They are placed in the right hand of the table. They contain the element whose outermost electrons occupy P sublevel, consists of 6 groups: 3A, 4A, 5A, 6A, 7A, and 0 group, and that called inner gases. When they are in group 3A, the electronic configuration ends with MP1, 4A, MP2, 5, MP3, 6, MP4, 7, MP5, 0 group, MP6. Number 3, D blocks. They are placed in the middle of the table. They contain the elements whose outermost electrons occupy with D sublevel, consist of 10 vertical columns representing 8 groups, and the sample P, except group 8, which consists of 3 vertical columns. The transition elements. The transition elements, we have the first transition, the second transition, and third transition. The first transition including the element in which the sublevels 3D is filling that field, and lies in the fourth periodic table, elements from scandium to zinc. The second transition is including the elements in which the sublevels 4D, and lies in 5th period, started from Y39 to cadmium for CD49. The third transition including the elements of 5D, and lies in the 6th period from lanthanum. For F block, they are separated down from the table to avoid being a very wide table. They contain the element in which F sublevels is filled, contains 2 series. Each contains 40 elements, which are lanthanide and actinides. The type of periodic table elements we have 4 types of periodic table: noble gases, representative elements, transition elements, and inner transition elements. First one, noble gases. They are elements of group 0 group or 18. They are having completely filled energy level in the electronic configuration MP6, except and the only exception is helium, which the outermost is 1s2. Number 2, the representative elements. They occupying groups from 1E to 7E. They are elements of S and P blocks, except of 0 group or 18. These elements have some characterized by the complete filling to all the energy level with electrons except for the highest level. Number 4, they are active metals, and they are tends to which the completed configuration to similar to nearest noble gases by gaining or by losing electrons or sharing electrons by covalent. Number 3, the main transition elements. They are elements of the block. These elements are characterized by the complete failing to all energy level except the 2 outermost energy levels. For example, scandium 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s2, 3d1. Number 4 and last one, the inner transition elements. They are elements of the F block. These elements are characterized by the complete filling to all the energy level with electrons except 3 electrons or 3 outermost level. There are some elements in the electronic configuration and the sample to help you to make sure that you can electronic configuration or distributing an electron of any element in the earth, and you must revise this very good. For example, aluminum Al13, neon, the atomic number of a neon 10, so after neon 3s2, 3p1. For example, Capton 36, argon 18, then 4s2, 3d10, 4p6.